I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. We have before us an ordeal of the most grievous kind. We have before us many, many long months of struggle and of suffering. You ask, what is our policy? I will say, it is to wage war by sea, land, and air, with all our might, with all the strength that God can give us, to wage war against a monstrous tyranny never surpassed in the dark and lamentable catalogue of human crime. That is our policy. You ask, what is our aim? I can answer in one word: victory. Victory at all costs. Victory in spite of all terror. Victory however long and hard the road may be. For without victory there is no survival.
Now we are the masters of our fate. That the task which has been set us is not above our strength. That its pangs and toils are not beyond our endurance. As long as we have faith in our cause and an unconquerable willpower, salvation will not be denied us.
Here we are, up at Bolthead Airfield, at the hangar, getting the aircraft ready for its flight. This is a 1946 Luscombe 8A. It has a 65 horsepower engine. It's an American built aircraft. The engine is a flat 4, very similar to a Luscombe. As you can see, there are 2 cylinders on this side and 2 cylinders around on the other side. Quite a compact engine, but equally quite accessible. And considering it's 1946, it's wearing quite well. The wooden propeller, recently refurbished last year. This is a Chris Lodge wooden prop. This aircraft has an all-metal body. It has metal spars in the wings, but the actual covering is a fabric. This was the one of the original 8As which had a fabric wing. The later ones had a metal wing, or a metal covered wing. Fairly standard layout. This one has 2 radios. One is on the newer one. The small one there is the 8.33 frequency, which is the new frequencies that we're all supposed to be using, and the original panel mounted one there is a Bendix King, but won't pick up too many frequencies on that now, because most of the stations have changed frequency to the 8.33. With the oil pressure gauge there, and then the airspeed indicator, which is this particular one is in miles an hour. Then there's an artificial horizon, and then over on the right hand side there is the altimeter, and further again is the oil temperature gauge, and then down on the right hand side is the transponder, which emits a signal so that when you're flying near a larger airport, they can pick you up because you send out a coded signal. Some of the larger airports won't allow you to fly near them unless you've got a transponder. And there's a vertical compass just there, and a standard compass just up there. Quite handy having two compasses. And the over on the right hand side there, that's a Garmin GPS or sat nav, as you might be used to hearing it in a car. This is a two-seat aircraft side by side. Okay, this is a startup procedure now. Just checking through the cockpit. Put the altimeter to 0, so that gives us height above ground. Make sure the magnetos are off. Fuel is switched on. All clear in here. Let's go and check the bits outside. So we just check the aileron has a full and free movement. Nothing untoward there. Give the wings a shake. This is a Pete White recommendation. He always told me that if you shake the wings up and down, you can hear if there are any cables slapping or loose. Let's check around. Pitot tube is clear. That's what gives the airspeed indicator on the dial inside the cockpit. Let's just have a look in the under here. Check everything's loose or falling off. And another Pete White recommendation was to always check the throttle and the carb heat cable, which is right down there. This carb heat is quite important to prevent any ice building up in the carburetor. The carb heat is run every 5 or 10 minutes once flying, and on this type of Continental engine it is actually quite important. It's something that does happen. Some aircraft have got an indicator on the dashboard that says what the temperature is in the carburetor, but this particular aircraft does not. Just check that we've got oil. Got oil. I'll just give that dipstick a wipe, if you don't mind just pausing with me a second. Right, that's the oil checked. Nothing loose or falling off here. Looks in reasonably good shape. Nothing untoward here. Again, give the wings a shake. Check the aileron has a full and free movement. Nothing binding. Let's go round to the tail. Check the tailplane. Check all the hinges just to see there's no play in them and that they do go they have the full range of movement. Check the rudder, the same, nothing loose, all stuck on. Check the tail wheel. This is a pneumatic tail wheel, slightly softer on the hard ground and on the tarmac than some of the solid tail wheels, solid rubber. Just check the movement here again. Check the hinges. Everything looks good. Fuel filler is tight. Right, let's go and see if we can start it.